What's up, guys? I'm here back in the States, back here in Chicago for at least like another week or so until I head back to Japan. Just got my new visa processed. If you guys are wondering why I'm talking all fucked up, I got into a bicycle accident on my way to work like a week ago, and I chipped my tooth. I hit my face on the ground. I fucked up a bunch of these teeth and they hurt like shit. I haven't been able to eat. I've just been like drinking shakes and smoothies and stuff, and I have a sprained wrist. At least sprained, I don't know, I haven't gotten it checked out because I don't have insurance here, so fucked up my wrist, and that's about what I've been doing. If you guys follow my Instagram, maybe you might have seen that I had to put my dog down last week on Wednesday, and I mean, ever since I was a little kid and I found out that that was a thing, that people like put their pets down as opposed to just pets just dying like normal people, or pets just dying like humans, like people actually have to like put their dogs down and shit like that. Like that's been basically my biggest fear that I could ever think of, was having to put a dog down. It just sounds so terrible, and having to make the decision and they don't even know what's going on. You don't know what's going through their head. They can't talk to you. You don't know how they're feeling. It's just like the worst thing you could possibly imagine, dude. And so I'm here back in the States for like 2 months. My dog got her eye out. She had some type of tumor in her eye back in like December, and it was really bothering her. But she's like 15. She's a golden retriever. If you know anything about big dogs and golden retrievers, they only live to like 13, 14. She's 15, but she's been perfectly healthy. And then she had this tumor in her eye in like December. We got it out. We took her entire eye out, and then they said like she's fine, like she's good to go. She's perfectly healthy. She has no problems at all. She can live for at least another year or two. And we're like, great, you know. And I get back here, and she was fine when I got back here. She was even running. And then about a month ago, she started kind of walking funny, and she had like a little bump on her elbow. And just like, you know, old dogs, if you guys have ever had an old dog, it's just like issues just come one after another. And just came out of nowhere. She had this bump on her elbow, and it just got bigger and bigger. And within like just a couple of weeks, bro, she could barely walk at all. Like, she would take one step and she'd like have to like hurl her whole body into a big motion to take one step, and then she would pants like forever, and then be looking around, and then she'd take another step. She couldn't stand up or sit down well. She was just like in pain every day. She didn't do anything but sleep all day every day. She'd just sleep and lay in the same spot, and then get up to eat, get up to get some water, and like anything she would do, she would be panting and tired and have to get water after it. It was just super miserable to watch, and like you could tell that she was depressed. You could tell that she didn't want to be here. She didn't have any quality of life. Her favorite things in the world were going outside, going for walks, and, you know, getting pets and belly rubs. And she wouldn't even wag her tail when we came in the door. If I would try to pet her, she would just look at me like she was tired, like she was fucked up, like she didn't want to be here, man. And long story short, my mom made the decision to have her put down last Wednesday. Today's Wednesday, so I guess it's been a full week. And it was super fucked up, man. It was definitely one of the hardest things I've ever gone through in life, I would say. Seeing her, man, all depressed like that every day and in pain and looking at me like basically like the expression on her face was like, how long do I have to do this for? Like, what are we doing here? Why am I even here? And we put her down on Wednesday, and I just remember thinking to myself, like, the first thought I had when I saw her in all this pain, and my mom brought up the idea of having her put down, the first thought I had was, why does this happen to me while I'm visiting the States? Like, why do I have to be here for this? Like, what are the odds? You know, I've been back in Japan for 2 years, and she's been fine the whole time. And then as soon as I come home, you know, in December, she had this tumor in her eye, and I was home. And then I go back to Japan, and she's all right. And then I come back, and we have to put her down. Like, and why the fuck do I have to be here for this shit, man? Like, and I understand that is the weakest, most cowardly thing to think. But that, you know, just being honest, that was the first thought that went through my head, and I realized how stupid and selfish and ridiculous that is to think. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's not about me. It's not about how I feel. It's not about what I want for myself. It's about my dog. It's about being there for her and her having the people that she loves surrounding her in her final moments, to at least, make as little life as she has left to make it all right for her to have a decent time. And I had my friends come over and say bye to her. She had all the fans in the world, man. She's the best dog ever. So I stuck it out and I was there for her. And after I had some time to think about it, like I said, the first thought I had that went through my mind was, I don't want to be here for this. Like, this sucks. I want to avoid this shit. After I had a little bit of time to think of it, think it through, think about it. Why is this fucking dude? This dude's been running and now he's walking right behind me. Like, now that I had some time to think about it, I did my best to look at it in the sense of, this is going to be an opportunity for me to grow and endure this hardship and learn how to deal with this difficult time. And not only an opportunity for me to grow and be strong for myself, but this is going to be an opportunity for me to be a leader for my family and my mom and maybe my younger brother. Because I'm not saying that I'm automatically stronger than these people or I'm in a place of power over these people, but definitely, whether you're stronger than someone or weaker or older or younger or whatever, somebody always is going to be looking to someone else for strength and support. It doesn't have to be someone stronger or older than you or whatever. You could always just be looking to the person next to you, to share a moment with, to have a shoulder to lean on, to see someone who's even going through the same thing as you, whether they're dealing with it worse or better than you. And we all know that seeing people like that by our side going through these hard times makes it a lot easier on ourselves. So I try my best to see it as an opportunity to be strong and be, I guess like a pillar of hope for my family members and my brothers and my mom, to see like, I'm here, like, we got this shit. I'm gonna take care of it. If you guys don't want to be there to see it, if you don't want to see her go out, if you guys don't want to be the one to carry her into the car, if you guys don't want to be the one to talk to the lady telling her about, telling her all the details of how we're gonna do this shit and how we're gonna get her out of here and say goodbye in the final moments, I'll take care of it. I'll stand there. I'll be the one to do it. You guys can rely on me. And shit wasn't easy, obviously, but I remember thinking about it in the same way that I thought about this breakup that I went through when I was younger, man. Like, the first thoughts I had were, like, I just want to avoid this shit. I want to get away from this. Like, anytime I thought about my ex-girlfriend, or anytime a song came on that reminded me of her, or I saw something that reminded me of her, I immediately did something to distract myself. I immediately went to the gym. I put on a different song that didn't remind me of her. I avoided it. I made excuses in my mind. And I remember thinking, like, after everything was all said and done, and it took me so goddamn long to get over this breakup, I remember thinking that was so stupid and that was so weak and so cowardly of me to avoid it every time, because it took me forever to get over it, and I never truly, I don't know if I did get over it for years, man, because I think I was avoiding it and I wasn't embracing the feeling and learning with it and grappling with those difficult feelings in my mind and those strong emotions and learning how to tame them and conquer them. Instead, I was just running away from them every time they showed their face to me. So when I dealt with this passing of my dog and putting her down, I did my absolute best to just embrace it and feel it. And I also kind of had the thought that it was a disrespect to my dog to avoid her and to avoid the thoughts of her, even though she had already been gone. I was doing a disservice to my dog to avoid the thoughts of her and to avoid the memories. Instead, I wanted to feel everything as full as I possibly could, and if that meant I was gonna fucking cry and be in bed for 3 days, then I was gonna cry and I was gonna be in bed for 3 days, man. And for the next 3 days after she passed, dude, yeah, I did cry, man. I sat around for 2, 3, 4 days, and I still went to work. I did my best to carry out all the tasks that I had to do, everything that I needed to take care of in my life. Like I always say, man, if you're like a guy, you need to be getting your shit done, man. And that doesn't mean pushing down your emotions, hiding your emotions, not feeling emotions. That means not letting your emotions get in the way of shit that needs to get done. So I was still getting my shit done, but Don't get me wrong, man. When I went to the bathroom at work, shit, I might have shed a tear. I might have been crying thinking about the dog. I might have been looking at old pictures crying, but I was still busting my ass at work. I was getting shit done. I was taking care of my mom, being there, being strong for my brothers. Till the end of time, I'll do my best to not avoid her and not avoid the thoughts and the feelings that I feel when I think about my dog Minnie, man. She was the best dog ever. Anyone that has ever met her can attest. She is literally the sweetest dog, 110% pure. Man, if there was ever a being in the entire world ever of all time that was perfect and 100% pure good and 0% evil, it was my dog Minnie, man. She never bit anyone ever. She never bit other animals. She never barked. Literally, she picked up a bunny one time and we literally told her to put this bunny down, and she put it down, gently put it down. Like, she was so pure that she would go against her animal instincts to be gentle, man. She was the sweetest fucking dog ever, and I miss her, dude. I really miss her, but like I said, I'm gonna use this opportunity to be stronger, and I'm not going to run away from the bad emotions that I feel, the sorrow that I feel, the regret that I feel. You know, I'm going through the 5 stages of grief or whatever they are, because it's so silly. Like, I showed her so much love, I showed her so much attention, but even with all of that, the thoughts that I had in the last week are like, I didn't show her enough attention. Like, I regret those times that I told her, like, go lay down and I didn't pet her. But, you know, we all have lives, man. We all, you can't be perfect. You can't be there for someone 24/7. So, I'm just going to do my best to be strong, continue through it. I'm sure that I still am going to cry here and there, guys, and there's nothing wrong with crying if you're a dude. But you cannot let your emotions get in the way of your goals, man. I understand that sometimes you're going to fall off track. Life's going to hit you hard. Life's going to throw you curveballs. It's going to knock you off your path, and you're not going to know what the fuck to do, but that's fine, guys. You always, this is crucial, you always have to dust yourself off and get back in the game, man. You can't sit on your ass crying, bitching, and looking for mommy to save you. You're going to get knocked off your path. Life's going to suck. People are going to hit you with some fucked up shit in life. Life's going to throw you a bunch of shitty cards. You just have to dust yourself off eventually, and you need to get back in the game, dude, because shit's never going to get easy. Life's going to throw countless unchosen suffering, unchosen difficulties at you. And if you're like me and you're just going to try to avoid it every time it comes to you, what the fuck are you going to do when more loss comes your way? When more people die? When more friends give up on you, girlfriends break up with you, what are you gonna do? Shit's always gonna come, man. So if you don't embrace it now, don't grapple with it now, and learn to conquer those difficulties, you're never gonna get over it, man. People are gonna die. Like I said, friends are gonna leave you, partners are gonna leave you. And if you just keep running away from it every time, anytime something happens, you're gonna crumble. You're gonna crack under the pressure. Don't you guys want to be that beacon of hope, that pillar of strength for your loved ones, the people surrounding you? I know I do, man. I want to do my best to be strong for people and have people recognize that they can look to me and they can look up to me in times of darkness, in times of difficulty. So, guys, dogs are the best. I love my dog more than anything, more than anyone. Life's not easy, but we got to keep going, man. We got to dust ourselves off and get back in the game always. So, thank you guys for watching. My name's yungjamez. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Message me on Instagram or some shit if you guys want to talk, if you guys want to ask me questions about Japan or just anything. Alright, take care, guys. Peace out.